Welcome back to our channel, Rewind Restoration. Today's the 4th episode where we're working on this Nash 1957 Nash. On the last episode, we cut the floor out and made templates for the sheet metal that we need. And today we're going to take those templates, transfer them to the sheet metal, bend them, and weld them to the floor. And since our last episode, we did get one more subscriber, but it was a mystery. I guess they have their subscription set to private, but we're still going to give a shout out to you. And remember, you too can have your name in glitter letters if you want to. So subscribe and that can happen to you as well. So let's get started. So remember from last time, these are the driver's side panels. We've cut them out to cover the holes that we cut out. So now we're going to take the driver's side out and trace the templates onto the metal and cut that metal out. Okay, so here's the first template. We took it out. We're going to leave a 1/2 inch space around the outside of this so we have room to bend it and weld it against the metal that we already have that's in the car. And we're going to use this tool to bend it to create the lip. And this tool also, if you turn it around, it creates a big hole punch. Like that tool your grandpa used to have that made the holes in his belt. I'm guessing it's the same. But this is the side we're going to use, and it's going to bend the sides to be able to weld to the edge of the metal. So we traced out this made a mark for 1/2 inch on each side. This we're just going to use the edge, of course, but here I'm just going to draw a line from here to here. This is where we're going to cut this one. And from here to here. And that's our first piece. So now we're going to use these metal shears and cut this metal. Okay, so this is the biggest piece on the driver's side, and it has the curve on the right. So we needed to curve that sheet to fit there. And on the left, there's a lip, and we needed to get that to fit. So what he did, is found a radius the same as the hump in the middle, and bent that sheet metal to match that. And then for this bar, created a
first this way,
created this angle of the sheet, and then now when you put it back, everything is fitting. So we used some alcohol and erased these Sharpie marks so we have a nice clean sheet to work with. And now we're going to make marks around it about every inch so we can start with the spot welding. So here's the first piece of metal with all of the holes punched out, and we're just gonna spot weld where all the holes are, and it's looking very good and I'm very excited. So before you start welding anything, you need to make sure that the area is very clean. So we're gonna clean this with this grinder here and get all of the rust out, and then we're gonna clean up the piece that we just finished with some alcohol. So everything is gonna be very clean before we start welding. So here's what the floor looks like after all the grinding and getting all the rust off, so the metal can be welded onto those nice, clean, shiny parts. So this is the final product after the first two panels were put in. You can see we put some sealant around it just to avoid any moisture, and you can see the gap to the left. That's where the emergency brake was, and that had to be removed just because it was so crusty. And this is what the brace of the emergency brake looked like, so that needed to come out. And this is the awesome new brace that my husband built just by looking at the old brace, and it looks amazing. And here it is, right where it should be. We didn't get any video of welding the floor onto the passenger side, but this is what it looked like before the sheet metal went in. And we also decided to do this rectangle under the driver's seat because it was worse than we thought it was. So that's been fixed. Okay, so we finished painting the inside with that one can, which lasts us the whole floor. So we also went ahead and did the inside of the doors that's open at the bottom and a little bit on the back because we had plenty of paint. So we went ahead and spray painted the entire back and the floor just to make everything look nice. And so that'll be it for this video. It was a long one, a lot more work than we thought it was going to be. Thank you so much again for watching, and our next video will conquer the brakes. Please like and subscribe.